Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Medicine of the Soul. I have something really exciting today. I will be walking us through to connect to our inner child. And why I chose our inner child is because that is a direct line to love ourselves completely. Our inner child is a part of us that really needs love and nurturing and is the point at which our truest self lives. Because if you think about it, we came onto this earth, we were born without any kind of preconceived notion or thoughts or anything. We were figuring it out as we got older. But we all experience that one point in life where we start to dim our light. We start to adjust who we are to fit in. Or maybe we just didn't receive the love that we so desperately wanted. Or maybe we just didn't feel safe enough. And so today I want to connect us with our inner child. And if this is your first time meditating, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here to guide us through. And the only thing that I want to mention is that if you don't see anything, that's okay. If you don't feel anything, that's okay. If you don't sense anything, that's okay. Just know that you being here and trying is connecting to your inner child. And so before we start, I just want to get into a couple things that I'm going to do. And that's just a practice that I personally enjoy. So the first thing is, if you have a picture of your inner child, could be any age, whatever age you want. If you have one, bring it and just have it out next to you. If you don't have that, it's okay. We're going to make an intention, set an intention to connect, so that's enough. Another thing that you'll see me do is I love to light a candle. And why I like to light a candle is because the candle holds our intention. So when the flame is burning, that means our intention is alive. And when I blow out the candle, the flame, that means that it's closed for now. And that's why I love setting the intention with the candle, lighting it, and then blowing it out. To me, it's like I'm starting and then I'm also ending it. And so I love that. And then at the end, I'll pull an oracle card, and I'll get into that at the end. Also, if you have sage, palo santo, incense, you have crystals, you have anything that makes you feel good, a stuffed animal, a pillow, make yourself comfortable. You can either sit like I am, cross-legged, you can stand. It's truthfully up to you. You can even lay down. The only thing I suggest with laying down is if it's the end of the day, to maybe sit up, because I have a habit of falling asleep during meditation if it's at the end of the day. So with that, I want you to close your eyes. And the first thing that I want you to do is take a deep breath in and out. I want you to notice where your breath lands when you breathe in. And out. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Now I want you to sense, feel, or imagine your heart space. And the heart space is right in between your breasts. right where your sternum is. And I just want you to focus on that point. Breathe in and breathe out. We'll do that 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So in this space, I want us to set the intention to connect to our childhood self in whatever form they want to come up in. Just say it in your mind, say it out loud. I'm going to light my candle. Now we're in this space, our heart space, and what I want you to do is take a big breath in and start to travel down with your breath out to the point at your tailbone. When you hit that point at your tailbone, I want you to sense, feel, or imagine a cord coming out of your tailbone, and take a deep breath in, and we're going to shoot that cord down into Mother Earth. And you see that cord traveling down, down, down. And right before you hit Gaia, you ask, "May I please connect?" And she looks at you and says, "Welcome." And so your cord goes deep through the layers of the earth, straight to the core. And when it hits the core, you feel your heartbeat connected to Mother Earth. And your cord starts to grow roots. It starts to expand deep into Mother Earth. And it almost looks like neural pathways, or like the roots of a tree, extending deep into Earth because she supports you on this journey. You can feel her warmth, or maybe you don't, but just know that she's there. And now we are going to come back into our bodies with our breath in, traveling up the cord until you hit that point at your tailbone. And you feel yourself coming through your body, up through your sacral, which is right below our belly button, up through our solar plexus, which is right above our belly button, up our spinal column, hitting our heart space, continuing up through our higher heart, which is right below our throat, above our heart space, coming through to our throat chakra, traveling up through our ears, up through our face, through our third eye, in between our eyebrows, hitting that pineal gland in our brains, and coming up to the very top of our head, our crown chakra. We are connected and protected by Gaia. So now we travel back down to our heart space, right in between our breasts, right at our sternum. We just take a moment here. Sense, feel, or imagine how your heart space feels. Is it warm? Is it cold? What's around you? Do you see a color? Do you hear anything? And if you don't, just know that you're there, no matter what. And with your next breath in, I want you to go to the top of your head at your crown. And I want you to imagine your crown opening. This big, beautiful white light opening at the top of your head. This is Source coming through. It's bright, it's white, and it's love pouring through your body. It feels like hot wax, but nothing that can burn you, just wax floating down through your body, turning all of those dark spots into light. And on the next breath in, travel back down to your heart space. And once again, just taking a moment to appreciate being in this space. This is where our love radiates. This is what our true desires and where our true desires come from. And as we're in this space, we remember our intention to connect with our inner child. And so I want you to imagine in front of you, there is an elevator. And it's a beautiful elevator. It's an elevator made of pure gold, and the doors open. And you know there's nothing to be afraid of, so you walk inside. And you notice buttons. And the only button there is inner child. And so you push the button, and the doors close, and we go down. And it's a short distance. When we arrive at our solar plexus, and the doors open, and we look out, and we see, sense, we feel, or we imagine a field in front of us. And so we walk out of the elevator, and we decide to sit. And we're sitting in this space, and we're waiting. We're sensing, we're feeling, or we're imagining. And all of a sudden, our childhood self is in front of us. And maybe they're not saying anything. They're just staring. And I want you to ask them how they feel about you being there. And once you ask them how they feel, I want you to take their hand, if they let you, if they feel comfortable with you taking their hand. I want you to ask them, can you take me to play? And they look at you, and they light up. And you're on your way to play. And you're sensing, feeling, or imagining playing with your inner child. And just observing what play means to them. What makes them feel good? Because you notice there's joy coming from them. You notice how peaceful they look. And they look over at you with a big smile on their face. And you've never seen them so happy. And then you notice that they actually have to tell you something. 'Something. 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 ' And so you get a little closer. You get even closer. And you ask, what do you need to tell me? And then your childhood self, they look at you and they say, I'm done now. I think I'm ready. And so you look back at them with such gratitude and such love, because you know this is you. And they're just so happy to see you. And maybe they offer you their hand, or maybe they're not ready for that yet. But you end up making your way back to the elevator. And you see that elevator in front of you. And you turn back to your inner child. And you say, I'll be back again. And you walk into the elevator. And you push the only button available, heart space. And as the doors to the elevator close, you see how happy your inner child is to see you go. And now you're on your way back to your heart space. And the elevator doors open. And you get off. And you just walk into your heart space. And you sense, feel, or imagine a moment for you to reflect on being with your inner child. And as you're sitting there, you have this overwhelming sense of love wash over you. You feel the connection, and you know that that connection will be there for when you come back. And we give thanks. Thank you to our inner child. Thank you to ourselves for being here. And thank you to Source for protecting us. And thank you to Gaia for supporting us. And we come back to our bodies, breathing in, breathing out, maybe wiggling our fingers and our toes, and just opening our eyes when we're ready. And how did that feel? I think it's really beautiful. And I could feel our inner child just so thankful that we made it there. And so now I'm going to pull a card from The Secret Language of Animals about our journey. Oh, let's see what came out. Dolphin. How pretty. The dolphin signals joy, light, flow, and compassion. It's the number 4 card. Allow in 4 means you're on the right track. And it says, weaving the elements of water and air, of sun and moon, of yin and yang, Dolphin brings to you the gift of freedom found in playfulness, power expressed through harmony, and uniqueness found in connection to yourself, your community, and that which makes you come alive. When life becomes too serious and bound by effort and goals, Dolphin reminds us the energy of spontaneous flow. That is so beautiful because our childhood selves are so spontaneous and so in flow before all the stuff happened. And so the message that has come about, I follow my bliss, knowing that I am worthy to experience joy. Riding the waves of inspiration within me, I bring great joy and light into the world. And so make friends with your inner child. Be friendly. Cultivate that relationship because they're a direct tie to loving you. All of you. They can tell you what you need. They want you to love them. They want you to see them. See them, hear them, and be with them. Co-creating your life. They want you to be the parent that they never had. And so I send you off with love. This was beautiful, and maybe I'll do it again.